Hi there, welcome to Homeless Haven, the only show produced in a teepee behind an embankment next to the expressway. I'm your host, DJ Ganya. Today on our show, we'll make some chili in our homeless cooking segment, and of course, we'll have some music. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Homeless Haven TV, the only show produced in a teepee behind an embankment next to the expressway. Today on our show, we'll have a special visit from Adam McBohm, space explorer. And this is a film that gives us some insight about the way that people viewed the future when they tried to imagine the way that things would be way back in the 1940s. But it also gives us some insights about mankind and taking the viewpoint of someone from outside of the planet Earth, like Adam McBohm, space explorer, gives us a different perspective on things. As humans, whether it's the 1940s or the present or 1940 BC, I think that some things are always the same. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to history and remember it. Put the knowledge that has been gained to use. It's very difficult when we're so caught up in the present because of the detachment that we have from history. So much has changed in the past decade that right now shows little resemblance to the past in a lot of ways. It's easy to pay attention only to the present because we're bombarded constantly. It's dangerous to forget the past, however, and maybe Adam McBohm can show us a few things. Stick around, we'll be right back.
When I start each morning. When my kids need a playmate.
Prozac Weekly is here. Ask your doctor if it's right for you. For a limited time, you can try Prozac Weekly for 1 month free. Visit freemonth.webmd.com to learn more and print out your coupon from Prozac Weekly. Talk to your doctor today to see if Prozac Weekly could be right for you. Prozac Weekly is here.
Breakfast!
Where's your mother?
At the JCPenney Saturday one-day-only sale. Save 20 to 60% store-wide. Extra savings before noon. Don't worry, Dads, it's only one day.
It's all inside.
JCPenney.
Recently at Hamilton Beach, Dr. Ted Berdiak wanted a better way to fight odors. Unsatisfied with air fresheners that only mask odors, the doctor had a breakthrough and created True Air. Day and night, it fought the worst area odors. Tobacco, cat litter, even stinky kitchen. With True Air's revolutionary odor cleaning system. Why was the doctor so obsessed? We may never know. True Air from Hamilton Beach inhales odors so you don't have to.
So listen, can I call you? sometime?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Great.
Here, my home number's on the back.
Excellent.
Hey, could I get that number? Yeah, me too.
$5 each?
Sure.
If like for like some internet providers, your personal information would go to anyone willing to pay for it. Switch to Earthlink, the #1 provider of the real internet. Call 1-800-747-9428. Join now and you'll get a free color printer and scanner in time for the holidays. With Earthlink, your personal information stays personal. And you get fast direct connection to the internet. Instant messaging. We'll even help you tell your friends your new email address. All for just $21.95 a month. And if you join by December 10th, you'll get a free color printer and scanner in time for the holidays. So switch to Earthlink and keep your personal information personal.
Now, if you like this, you're going to love these. Unlisted.
Call 1-800-747-9428. Earthlink.
Welcome back to Homeless Haven TV, the only show produced in a teepee behind an embankment next to the expressway. I'm your host, BJ Ganya. And coming up next, it's Homeless Cooking. Alright, today on Homeless Cooking, we're going to make some chili. And you can see I've got my Dutch oven here on the fire, getting nice and hot. That's good for it. Make sure that it's disinfected and ready to start getting food in it. First, put in some ground beef. Get that fried up. You want to brown the meat before you add anything else. While that's getting browned up, slice up some onions. Couple normal onions. Take these. Of course, you gotta peel them. You don't want too big of chunks while you're eating your chili, so you can slice them up kind of small. Slice them up and fry them in that nice grease that the meat has produced. Okay, you want to fry this up until the onions are done, until they're about translucent. You definitely want all your meat to be browned. Then you can start adding the rest of your ingredients. What we have here, we've got a can of tomato soup, maybe 2 of those. Can of stewed tomatoes, can of kidney beans. Make sure that you rinse the beans so when you open them up they'll be covered in this thick liquid. You want to dump that out and rinse it with water. And I've got a can of tomato paste here. Just gonna scoop that in. It's hard to get all of the tomato paste out. But our next ingredient will help with that. We're going to add some water. Some hot peppers. I'm just going to toss these right in. Now we got to add some spices. First, we add some cumin. And then we add some chili powder. Alright, now you just let that simmer a while, maybe like half an hour, maybe more. Make sure that it's good and hot. Let those flavors marinate for a while. It's been simmering for a while now. I think it's ready. Homeless made chili. Delicious. We'll be right back after this.
When it seems like all is lost. When it feels as if you have no hope. When you are outnumbered, overpowered, and they've got you cornered. That's when you realize your last best hope is you. Halo, Combat Evolved, rated M for mature.
Haven TV, the only show produced in a teepee behind an embankment next to the expressway. Now it's time for a special visit on our show from Adam McBohm, Space Explorer.
"100 years in the future, in the year 2048, mankind will send the bravest, the smartest, and the strongest among us to explore outer space. This is the story of Adam McBohm, Space Explorer."
This is pod number 62437 calling Earth Control, over. This is pod number 62437 calling Earth Control. Come in, Earth Control, over. Calling Earth Control, this is pod number 62437. Come in, Earth Control, over. Compubot, power on.
Yes, Commander.
Compubot, I've been trying to reach Earth Control for over an hour. Why haven't they responded?
That is difficult to compute. Perhaps the planet was destroyed.
Perhaps. In that case, it looks like you're my only friend.
This does not compute. We cannot be friends.
Why, Compubot, am I not good enough for you?
My apologies, Commander. I did not mean to offend you. It is of no fault of your own that we are unable to be friends. I am unqualified.
I think that you're well qualified, Compubot, and I will not hold it against you if you are limited by your status as a machine.
It is not that, Commander. I am incapable of being a friend to anyone.
Why not?
Let me compute. My memory banks have been programmed with human history, in which men have often loved many things. Some love gold, some love diamonds, some love power, and some love other humans. As a machine, I have no use for gold, or diamonds, or power. I have communicated with many humans, who love one another, and call themselves friends. However, I have information which is absent, that you may be able to provide, as a human who has experience in these things.
Like what?
My inquiry is this. When one human loves another human, is the human who loves the friend? Or is the human who is loved the friend? Or may either one of them be the friend?
Either, I should think, may be the friend of either.
Do you mean that if only one of them loves the other, they are mutual friends?
Yes, I suppose.
What if the other is not loved in return?
I have first-hand experience with that.
Yes, perhaps the human who loves is even hated. In that case, one human loves, and the other human is loved.
Correct.
Then which is the friend of which?
There would seem to be none at all.
So our previous conclusion was incorrect, and unless they both love one another, then neither human is a friend.
Right.
Then nothing which does not love in return is a friend to someone, even if it is loved.
I think not.
Then the phrase is untrue which says, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
I don't think it is untrue.
You think it is true?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Then the conclusion is that what is loved, whether loving or hating, may be the friend of the one who loves it.
Right.
For example, young children, too young to love, or even hating their parents, are loved the most while hating them.
Yes, they are.
And in this case, the human who is loved is a friend, not the human who loves, and the human who is hated is the enemy, not the human who hates.
I think you are correct.
Then many humans are loved by their enemies, and hated by their friends, and are the friends of their enemies, and enemies of their friends. This does not compute.
It definitely does not compute.
But if this does not compute, then the human who loves will be the friend of that which is loved, and the human who hates will be the enemy of that which is hated.
Certainly.
Yet we know that a human may be the friend of one who is not his friend, or who may even be his enemy, when he loves a human that does not love him, or even hates him.
Right.
And a human may be the enemy of one who is not his enemy, and is even his friend. For example, when he hates that which does not hate him, or even loves him.
That appears to be true.
So if the human who loves is not a friend, and the human who is loved is not a friend, nor both together, whom are we to call friends? Do any remain?
I cannot find any.
Human biological responses indicate that this conversation is not pleasing to you, Commander. Perhaps we have been incorrect in our previous conclusions.
I'm sure we have been wrong, CompuBot.
This is Earth Control calling Pod 62437. Come in, Pod 62437, over.
This is pod number 62437. I read you, Earth Control, over.
This is Earth Control. Were you talking with someone? Over.
No, just the CompuBot, over.
We thought we heard you say you were friends. Over.
No, we were talking it over.
Roger that. Nurse, add this to the mission report with a special note to the psychological department. Thank you, Pod 62437. Over and out.
Wait, hello? They're gone. It seems as though they too believe we should not be friends, CompuBot.
It is notable that they should find it psychologically detrimental that we should consider ourselves friends, while we have as yet been unable to determine what a friend really is.
Yes, it is notable. What now?
My programming provides 3 options. Number 1, continue on this course, and with our mission. Number 2, change course, and abort our mission. And number 3, self-destruct.
Self-destruct?
Selection accepted. Self-destruct initiated, commencing atomic explosion.
Tune in next time for more Adam McBohm, Space Explorer.
Thanks a lot, Adam McBohm, and we'll be right back.
Thanksgiving weekend, Fox presents The Queen Loses Kingdom, Hero Fights Villain, Boy Saves the Day motion picture legend.
The crowds are going nuts!
Never before seen on television. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Sunday, November 25th on Fox.
Pooh. Stumbled.
What's she doing?
She's reading.
By herself?
The jet will zip.
With a LeapPad learning system from Leapfrog, kids don't just learn to read, they love to read.
She's liking it.
She's on the last page.
Oh, no.
And with a complete library of books,
Reading, math,
you can keep the passion alive
chapter books.
for years to come. Leapfrog, learn something new every day.
Are you open?
Open to the new spirit of hair color? Introducing Open. It's the first soft permanent color gel by L'Oreal with low ammonia and botanical conditioners for vibrantly natural color that's so soft touch. Get Open by L'Oreal Paris.
I'll get a pole. Honey, honey, we'll go down to the crowded hole. Babe, babe, you get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go down to the crowded hole. Honey, oh baby mine. Go to your left, your right, your left. 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 Go to your left, your right, your left.
Welcome back to Homeless Haven TV, the only show produced in a teepee behind an embankment next to the expressway. I'm your host, BJ Gagne, and our next segment on Homeless Haven TV is where we get to have a little music. The song was a favorite, a good friend of mine, a friend who passed away on the expressway, and I miss him a lot. Get a line and I'll get a pole, honey. Yeah, you get a line and I'll get a pole, baby. You get a line and I'll get a pole, and we'll go down to the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. Crawdad coming across my field, honey. Yeah, the crawdad's coming across my field, baby. Crawdad coming across my field is kicking up dust like an automobile, honey, baby mine. You get a line and I'll get a pole, honey. Yeah, you get a line and I'll get a pole, baby. You get a line and I'll get a pole, and we'll go down to the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. Man come along with a sack on his back, honey. Yeah, the man come along with a sack on his back, baby. This man come along, a sack on his back, packing all the crawdads he can pack, honey, baby mine. You get a line and I'll get a pole, honey. Yeah, you get a line and I'll get a pole, baby. You get a line and I'll get a pole, and we'll go down the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. Wake up, mama, you slept too late, honey. Yeah, wake up, mama, you slept too late, baby. Wake up, mama, you slept too late. The crawdad man done passed your gate, honey, baby mine. You get a line and I'll get a pole, honey. Yeah, you get a line and I'll get a pole, baby. You get a line and I'll get a pole, we'll go down to the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. I hope you enjoyed Homeless Haven TV. Hope you enjoyed the chili and the visit from Adam McBohm, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.